right, guys and gals, for the first topic of today's episode, I do want to summarize and go over the 94th Academy Awards ceremony. Now, of course, now all the nominees who won their awards in so many categories, whether it's Best Director, Best Screenplay, Writer, Best International Feature Film, they all got what they deserved. They rightfully won. Now, of course, it was another celebrated ceremony for all the right reasons, but yeah, you can see where this is going. It got overshadowed by a very serious and controversial moment when Will Smith just slapped Chris Rock right in the face. Chris Rock earlier in the show was hosting one of the awards with jokes and all that. He made a joke about Jada Pinkett Smith and her bald head, and he didn't know, and really not many people knew at the time, that she was suffering a disease that I will go over. Slapped him in the face, walked back, and still in anger shouted and screamed at him in profanity, saying, and quote, keep my wife's name out of your fucking mouth. And he wasn't joking. Most people thought that, it was some kind of joke, sketch, or whatever. And then there was all kinds of shock. So many people were just in shock. There was outrage all over the world. Academy board members were clearly not happy and pleased. Producers were shocked. And so there's still much fallout from it, Now, and it's really unfortunate that something like this happened, because Will Smith went on to win the Oscar award for Best Actor for his role in King Richard. And yeah, that should be celebrated as well. I mean, it's great that this is his first Best Actor award out of so many movies throughout his long career. And he became very tearful, apologized to the Academy, all the nominees, and everyone. But that whole crazy controversy, the slap seen and heard around the world, totally took the attention all the way from everyone else, and really became the main story of the ceremony. And since then, there's been some divided opinion. Like, for example, Tiffany Haddish saying it was beautiful to see a black man defend his wife. And the others such as, Jim Carrey and Wanda Sykes, not very happy, very pleased with what's happened and what he done. So there's a lot of divided opinions. This is assault at the end of the day. Whether you like it or not, this is assault. Slapping someone in the face is not acceptable, but credit to Chris Rock, keeping himself composed, still being cool and calm, not wanting Will Smith to get kicked out or arrested, even when the producer for the Oscars, Will Packer, asked him, hey, you're all right, you want him out. He said, no. Oops, sorry. No, don't kick him out, don't arrest him. He doesn't want to press charges for a slap. So I get that. As a comedian, he's going to get hecklers. He's gotten hecklers. So, credit to Chris Rock for really keeping himself composed. But a joke about someone with a woman having a bald disease it's not really it's not a good look for him either. And clearly what happened between the three of them, I think, has hurt and maybe shattered their relationship for some time. So I don't know if the both of them, or even simply the three of them, will speak to each other anytime soon. Jada clearly was not happy or amused by Chris Rock's joke, and didn't seem at all shocked, outraged, or upset by the slap and the profanity language from Will Smith. So I guess she seems to be more on her husband's side, and for understandable reason. Investigations are underway from the Academy of Motion Arts and Sciences. They're investigating the incident that could take a couple of weeks. Now, there are possible punishments. He could simply be expelled for a year or two, maybe suspended from attending another ceremony, possibly being ineligible for another Oscar nomination in the near future, whether it's next year and beyond. Or even worse, he may simply have his Oscar taken away, although that's less likely. Chances are they're slim to none from his Oscar for Best Actor being taken away from him, or being written off the records. This is at least according to Whoopi Goldberg. Of course, many people have seen Whoopi Goldberg appearing on The View as one of the co-hosts. She's also one of the board governor members of the Academy. And also that includes Laura Dern. So you'll find the website seeing a whole list of names you may know or may not know. But no one, she was clear that no one is okay with this at all. A lot of people were very upset. And a close source spoke to someone, I think it's on CNN, saying that there was like a virtual meeting between Academy board members that were very intense and heated regarding how maybe they should have handled the incident on TV. Should they have asked him to leave during commercial breaks? You know, how can they deal with the situation going forward? What's the proper punishment? Like, it's just the fallout even till now still continues for everyone involved. So it's a situation that will not yet get resolved. And this is good. This right now, it's like it's hurting Will Smith's public image. Will he get fired, or at least will he not be able to film, produce any more projects? Probably. No, I think he'll still find work. But an agent was also saying, like, maybe for now, stay away from his production company, Westbrook Studios. That's the same Westbrook Studios also producing, financing the Bel Air show on Peacock. So, there might be more fallout to this. Maybe some businesses, some sponsorships. How will this also affect his YouTube channel? Will Smith is very much an active vlogger on YouTube. He has 9 million subscribers on his YouTube channel. So will he lose more subscribers? Again, all of that remains to be seen. Now, he announced, first of all, on Instagram, he did announce, well, on Instagram, I should mention that he did make a public apology to Chris Rock and everyone involved. He was very sincere, saying that he should be a better person. He's a work in progress. So he feels bad that his Best Actor award for King Richard took away the appreciation for King Richard and the project and the whole movie itself. In fact, even the father of both Serena and Venus Williams condemned and was not very happy with his actions. The same thing for, another person who was not very happy and went against his actions. Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. Everyone knows him as an NBA legend for the Bucks and Lakers, and as of right now, the leading NBA scorer of all time. He wrote a column with all kinds of harsh words saying that it was excusable and perpetuates stereotypes for black men, African Americans. So I get how even racism may have played a role in this. But yeah, earlier today, like, he announced his resignation from the Academy. What this means is that he'll no longer be eligible to vote for other nominees, can't participate in public events from the Academy, and, he's not likely to be a candidate for any more awards. So he kind of took himself sort of like out of the club for the Academy, whether it's going to any sort of, more Oscar ceremonies, more after parties, anything else related to that whole organization. So it is unfortunate. Now, what will this mean? This whole fallout, does his image now damaged in the eyes of the organization ahead of the Emmys, BAFTA, SAG, all those awards, Golden Globes as well? That remains to be seen. So this whole situation is not over. Despite what happened, he did become the 5th black actor to win an Oscar award for Best Actor alongside Sidney Poitier, Denzel Washington, Jamie Foxx, and Forrest Whitaker. And that should be celebrated. We should all think of like how amazing this is for really a major megastar, a superstar actor like him, having his name alongside other legends as for black actors winning the Best Actor award. But instead, we're now talking about this whole slapping incident that's now has seen memes. It's become a joke. It's making light of a situation. It sort of reminded me, like, just the other day I was watching a YouTube TV interview on GMB, Good Morning Britain, with a British police officer and someone who like studies role models. And it's not, and as she said, first the police officer, he said, yes, full on assault, slapping in the face, especially in public, full on assault. It could have gotten him arrested and charged. But Chris Rock did not want any of that. And yes, for a role model, it sort of damages how now, kids today may perceive it as an acceptable action to slap someone in the face. And that's not a good look on him, especially. So yeah, right now, like, and it is unfortunate as well. Like, this is someone whose character, public image has always been very good, very clean, very likable, fun loving guy, likes to be a comedian, even though we've seen him in plenty of action drama films. So this does suck that it happened. Now, before going forward, I mean, Coda as well, like, became, Coda the first movie from a streaming service, Apple TV Plus, to get Best Picture award and also got uh, Best Adapted Screenplay. Also, Troy Kutzer, who starred in the film, won the Oscar for Best Supporting Actor. And why this is significant, I will mention later, as well as Dune getting 10 nominations, winning 6 Oscars. Dune won Oscars for Best Sound, Best Original Score, Best Film Editing, Best Production Design, Best Visual Effects, and Best Cinematography. Also, The Eyes of Tammy Faye got 2 Oscars as well. Best Actress awarded to Jessica Chastain in the film, and second is Best Makeup and Hairstyling. Now, what alopecia basically is, it's an autoimmune disorder that causes your hair to come out, often in clumps the size and shape of a quarter. The amount of hair loss is different in everyone. Some people lose it only in a few spots, others lose it a lot. Sometimes hair grows back but falls out again later. In other words, hair grows back for good. So basically, like, what Jada Pinkett Smith is suffering through is constant hair loss in different spots of her head. But clearly at the moment, it's completely gone. And Chris Rock made a joke out of an illness that no one really knew until now. So yeah, I mean, this whole saga is not over. Whether some actors who friends with both, having divided opinions, siding with one or the other, like Adam Sandler siding with Chris Rock. Let me tell you, this unnecessary incident is not going to go away, and there's still plenty of noise to be made. In fact, Will Packer had his first live TV interview since the whole thing. So what he said is actually kind of interesting. But yeah, without further ado, I mean, I'm going to stop there, and I want to talk about the other award winners that won throughout the Oscar ceremony.